about Notre Dame though, real quick, and I'll just preface it with this because we always say, "Hey, this team, that team, keeping their cards close to their vest throughout the regular season." Notre Dame has put the card underneath their vest and then put 3 other layers of clothing and then put the cards under all that clothing as well too. That's how little they're showing here. So they ran more than they did their home meet. Jacobs, Kilry, Alexander were their top 3. But we're still not getting the full Notre Dame picture, correct, Gordon?
Yeah, we didn't get Methner. We didn't get obviously Yared Naguse, and we didn't get I forget how to say his last name, Carmody, the guy who
Mhm.
finished like top 5 at the home meet in Notre Dame
Mhm.
a few weeks ago. So you could argue they left 3 of their top 6 not in the race. Now, I don't think all 3 of those guys would have beaten Danny Kilray in this race. I do think all
Mhm.
3 of those guys would have beaten Andrew Alexander. I'm willing to put that. So I'm willing to take off, you know, take off. I would say, let's say they finish 20, 23, and 25. So let's say they all finish around 25. So you lose 25 points from Alexander, you lose about 30 points from Russo, and you lose about what? Let's say 50. Oh, I'll say 50. So 50, 25, 30. Let's say they lose 100 points. So I'm willing to knock
Mhm.
off 100 points on a good day from their score,
Yeah.
which puts them at 103, right? It puts
Yeah.
them above the Colorado, Arkansas, BYU contingent, but it
Mhm.
still is back from NAU. So, and Notre Dame is still in that tier,
We saw Yeah.
um, but we don't know why they're holding it out. Are they hurt? Are they
Yeah.
100% healthy?
Yeah.
We know Yair Naguse is dealing with an injury because he didn't run at the Olympics and he's
Yeah.
had a long season. So there's just an unknown.
Yeah, you can't
And
at a certain point
yeah,
at a certain point, you lose the benefit of the doubt of being like, "Well, we shocked people." It's like, "Well, you didn't run them. So,
yeah,
where was I supposed to rank you? Where were we supposed to put you if half your team isn't showing up? Do they have the capability to win the whole thing? I think you were pretty clear on that from your initial rankings. Yes, they are. But in a sport like in lacrosse, where we have so little to go off of, if we don't see the whole picture, it's not really an accurate reflection to say, well, we should rank them second going in, right? I mean, are you going to drop them in the rankings now? How do you deal with this in terms of rankings? Because going in, you had them number 2. You're going to keep their number 2?
I think I'm going to drop them to 3 or 4. I think Arkansas is earning a second spot in my mind. Maybe I drop Notre Dame to 3. BYU says a 4, and Colorado moves up to 5. I could see that being my situation that I do. But I don't know.
All right.
Stay tuned. We'll see the rankings on Monday morning. You can check them all out. But that's what I'm leaning towards. So yeah,
Yeah.
because
And you can
this is
watch
the
the
problem.
NCAA cross
Coaches leave
country show
out
too.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. They
coaches
also
leave
leave
out
out
healthy
injured athletes
runners,
too.
and they also leave out injured athletes, and you don't know if they're injured or hurt. They're injured or healthy. If they're healthy, it's normal.
Yeah.
If they're injured, then you shouldn't expect them to be a top 10 runner. So you're like, all right, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
I just laugh though then at the revisionism at the end of the year when it's like a lot of people counted us out. It's like, well, what did you want us to do? If you're not showing up, like where were we supposed to rank you? It does, like if you showed up with your A team all year and you were getting beaten, and then we said there's no way this team can win, they've suffered all these losses, then you could say it counted you out. But if you're literally not running your best athletes and they're healthy, and then they show up at nationals and do really well, credit to you. You figure out the season well. You had them peaking at the right time. But the whole mind game thing about the disrespect and the low ranking and everything, it's just you can kind of miss me with that.